Hi everyone, I am Teacher Michelle and welcome to another episode of Unang Math. In this episode, I will be discussing square number and square root. What do we mean when we say square number and square root? Okay, let's start with square number. Square number, or in other words, perfect square. This is a number that can be written as the square of an integer. Okay, we already know that when we say integer, this can be positive or negative, exact or whole number, including zero. So square number or perfect square is when we square or if we will multiply that integer by itself, the result is square number or perfect square. Okay, how about square root? A square root of a number is a number that when squared gives or it will give us the original number. Okay, let's give an example. We have here 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared. 1 squared is equal to 1. 2 squared is 4. 3 squared is 9. These numbers 1, 4, 9 are examples of square numbers or perfect square. It's because if we will square that integer or that positive or negative number that refers to 1, 2, and 3, then it will give us this square number or perfect squares. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. So these are perfect squares or square numbers. Okay, how about square root? These numbers 1, 2, and 3, these are examples of square roots because these are the number that when we squared 1 times 1, it will give the original number, which is 1. 2 times 2, 4. 3 times 3, that is 9. So, in other words, a square number is the result of squaring. So square number is a result of squaring. And a square root is the reverse of squaring. So square root is the reverse of squaring. Okay, let's move on to the number of square roots. This means how many square roots does a number have? Okay, let's find out. If A, A here refers to the perfect square or the square number. So if the square number is a positive number or greater than 0, then this square number has 2 square roots. Okay, let's give an example. We have here these square numbers 9, 16, 0, and negative 9. Okay, let's consider this square number 9. This is positive number. So, what are the 2 square roots of this positive number 9 or of this square number 9? It can be 3. 3 times 3, that would give us 9. And negative 3. It's because negative 3 times negative 3, it will give us 9. So, we have 2 square roots. Okay, now, how about if our square number is equal to 0 or square number is 0? Then, this square number has 1 square root. Okay, if our square number is 0, then the only square root is 0 because 0 times 0, it will give us 0. So, we only have 1 square root if the square number is 0. Okay, the third one is if the square number is less than 0, meaning if the square number is a negative number, then that square number has no square root. Okay, example, we have here negative 9. This is still an integer. Negative 9 is still an integer. Okay, according to this one, it has no square root. Why? If it's negative 9, we cannot say that 3 is a square root. 3 times 3 it will give us positive 9. But this is negative 9. So 3 is not a square root. How about negative 3? Negative 3 times negative 3, it will also give us positive 9. But this is negative 9. So this is not also a square root of negative 9. To get negative 9, it should be 3 times negative 3 or negative 3 times 3. But these two numbers are different numbers. Take note, okay, if we are trying to find that square number, we have to multiply the same, exactly the same number with the same sign. So 3 and negative 3 are different numbers. So if our square number is negative number, then it has no square root. Okay, this time, let's give more examples by answering this concept check question. Write T in the parentheses if the statement is true and F if it is false. Okay, the first statement here is, since 2 squared is equal to 4, 4 is a square root of 2. 2 squared is equal to 4. That's correct. But 4 is a square root of 2. This is not correct because 4 is not a square root of 2. We have to say 2 is a square root of 4 because 2 times 2, that would give us 4. So the first statement is false. What about the second statement? The square roots of 9 are 3 and negative 3. This is correct, or this is true. It's because 3 times 3, the result is 9. Negative 3 times negative 3, the result is also 9. So this is true. Okay, third statement is 5 is a square root of 10. This is false because 5 is not a square root of 10. Okay, to fix this statement, we can say that, okay, 5 is a square root of 25. So this number should be 25 to make this statement true. So 5 is a square root of 10 is false. Okay, for number 4, 0 has one square root. This is true because we only have 0 as the square root of 0. 0 times 0 is 0. So this is true. Okay, this time, let's answer this simple question. Let A be the positive square root of 16 and B be the negative square root of 9 over 16. Now, let's find the value of AB. Okay, A is the positive square root of 16. So, if it's 16, this is a perfect square. We have here 4 as the square root because 4 times 4 is 16. Also, negative 4 because negative 4 times negative 4 is also 16. Okay, but we are trying to find the positive square root. So we have to choose 4. So A is equal to 4. Okay, what about B? According to this one, B is the negative square root of 9 over 16. Okay, so if it's 9 over 16, then square roots are 3 over 4. 3 over 4 times 3 over 4, that would give us 9 over 16. And also, negative 3 over 4. Because negative 3 over 4 times negative 3 over 4, the result is also 9 over 16. Okay, the value of B according to this question is, we have to get the negative square root, and that would be negative 3 over 4. So B is negative 3 over 4. Okay, now let's find the value of AB. So A times B, so that would be 4 times negative 3 over 4. And this means, okay, this is equal to negative 3. So A, B is equal to, we have here, negative 3.